Hello, I'm Julie Gallagher with another easy fundraising tip for you. Last week I talked about how to get sponsors for your nonprofit, and today I want to talk about how improving your donor file could help you raise more money. Back in the day, I worked for AT&T, and they gave us info to share with our business and nonprofit customers on how to increase their sales. I've adapted this to focus on nonprofits. And there are 5 ways to increase the revenue for your nonprofit. The first is to get referrals from your current donors. Next, get your current donors to increase their donation size. If your major event is $125, raise the rate 140, 150. You'll increase the amount of money you take in. The third, get your current donors to give more frequently. Maybe you have one big event a year. You could have a small campaign at the opposite end of the year. Number 4 is to get former donors to come back to you. Try to reactivate your old lists. And number 5 is to recruit new donors. Now, these are listed from easiest to most difficult. It's significantly easier to get referrals from your current donors than it is to recruit new donors. And you'll see that the 4 easiest ways to increase your revenue involve people who already support you. If you could strengthen your relationship with those supporters and get to know them better, would it result in more revenues? Would they know, like, and trust you? I think yes. So, what I recommend is that you put your donors on the couch. Really get to know them, get to know what they think about, get to know what makes them tick. And I have some very good news for you about that. You have all the tools you need: Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So let's start with Facebook. If you friend your supporters, you'll be able to find out what motivates them. You know they support you, but what else do they support? What are their favorite things? What do you have in common with them? Ask your key leadership team to help you with this. Print out your list of donors and distribute it to your team. Have them use their personal Facebook and LinkedIn accounts to connect with these people. If they are concerned with using their own Facebook account, remind them that any Facebook post, video, or photo can be restricted to close friends on Facebook if there's things that they don't want to shout out to the world. The same goes for Instagram. So if you go to the About page and you go on to the contact and basic info, it'll tell you what your donor's birthday is. And of course, this is after your donor has accepted your Facebook request. You then normally you have full access to their profile, and you can find out all kinds of interesting information. You probably already have their name, email, and phone number. Maybe you have their address, but with Facebook, you can easily add their birthday and have an opportunity to send them a personalized greeting every year on their birthday. If you look at the More file, you can see what kind of movies and TV shows and books and sports teams and all of those kinds of information. Just imagine that you're friends of the library. You can find out what your donors have as their favorite books. Maybe you'll see that having a Jane Austen event would be really popular with your current donors. If you're a dog rescue group, maybe finding out their dog's name would be nice. Find out what other nonprofits your donor likes, and perhaps you could do a joint fundraiser with them. Look around to see if they have an Instagram account. On Instagram, People often use alias names, so find out their handle by looking on their Facebook page, and you'll be able to see what kind of things they're interested in. So, for instance, my main Instagram account is Sacramento Top 10. If you followed me on my personal account, you'd see that I barely ever post anything. Sacramento Top 10, I'm pretty active. On LinkedIn, you can find out where they work and what kind of job they have. Maybe you'll see some people who you should invite to join your major donors group. You didn't know that they were a senior level, high paid employee. So, this is a long term project, and you shouldn't try and do it all at once. But each bit of info that you add to your donor file has the potential to dramatically increase your donations. I'd love to connect with you on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn. And I'm giving away a free social media campaign with some reels and posting on Twitter and LinkedIn and Instagram, etc. So if you'd like to be considered, be sure and enter. I have 50,000 social followers, primarily in the Sacramento area, so I might be able to get you some extra PR for a campaign. And thanks very much for listening. I wish you the best in all your fundraising efforts, and I'll have a new video coming in the next week or so. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.